Welcome to another session of Teaching Magic. Today, I want to talk about a little bit about a prediction. Maybe hard to see on this, but I made a prediction. As you can see, it says 4 of spades right there. These are metallic business cards, and they are sort of hard in that camera. So the 4 of spades. At this time, all we know is I have a deck of cards here, and that 4 of spades can really be in any pack of the deck. Let's try to get the cards pretty squared up here. We have half a card here, half a deck here. And let me ask you, what pile do you think the 4 of spades is in? The left pile or the right pile? It's free choice, whatever one you want. So let's say they say it's over in pile number 1 or the left-hand pile. At this point, you want to tell your spectator, I'm going to turn around. I'm going to take a small pack of cards, anywhere from like 4 to 10, 11 cards. Not a real big pack because we don't want to do a lot of counting. So they just take off a small packet of cards here. And you ask them to count them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. They hide those 5 cards so no one knows how many they took except them. Now, they thought the 4 of spades is in this pile. You're going to say we're going to have a little contest. I'm going to turn cards over together in tandem from both piles. We'll see how close you came to guessing the right pile. Do 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 do. Oh, 4 of spades. They were right. They guessed the 4 of spades is going to be in this card, and that's what card it's under, 4 of spades. Well, I did ask you to put some cards aside. How many cards did you put aside? They're going to tell you again. They put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards aside. Let's count from this pile. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we come to the 6 of hearts. I don't know if that 6 of hearts means much to you, but it means a lot to me. Matter of fact, you saw this 4 of spades the whole time, so maybe it was influencing you. But on the other side of this that was really influencing you was this prediction, which is the 6 of hearts. Mr. Zapp, I know the unknown, foresee the unforeseen, and foretell the unforetold. This is a mind blower of an effect. Let me go into this and show you just how this is done. It's very easy once you know the secret. This is actually a trick by Stuart James that originally was used with two different decks of cards, a red deck and a blue deck. People counted. I hate using 2 decks of cards myself. So I just streamlined it with 1 deck. And I also, it's made it a little bit easier, I think, as far as the predictions go. So what you have here is you have a deck of cards. You can mix them up, but this is what happens. The 14th card from the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 is the 4 of spades. Then we have 12 more cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. That gives us to the 26th card. I always use this when I do this. I use the King of Diamonds. If you know Tamari's stack, King of Diamonds is number 26. So it's an easy thing to remember. Then we need 14 more cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So the 6 of hearts is the 14th card from the 26th card, and the 4 of spades is 14 cards from the top. So you can show everybody your prediction, the 4 of spades. Don't show them the backside. Don't talk about the backside. Say, I have a 4 of spades, and that 4 of spades can be in anywhere in the deck. Just to make this a little bit easier, and if you spread these cards out, they see that they're a shuffled deck. Nobody's going to notice that they're in any kind of order because they're not. If you can do some fake cuts or shuffles, now is a good time to put them in. But I don't really think it's needed myself. So you come out here. Now, what I want to do when I spread out the cards, I'm looking for my King of Diamonds. because I know that's going to separate the cards where they need to be. At this point, you're going to ask your spectator what pile they think the 4 of spades is in. If they pick the left pile, it's great because the 4 of spades is going to be in here. If they pick the right pile, it's still going to work. Everything's going to work the same. The only thing is when the 4 of spades ends up in this pile, you'll tell them, hey, you're only up by 1/2 of the deck. So you get a little laugh instead of a perfect prediction. So here's the 4 of spades. Before you start counting, you ask them to take off a little pile of cards. You don't want them to take off a lot. So if they take 5 or 6 or 7, that's about all they need. So I'm just going to cut off some cards and then ask them to count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that time. They hide these cards and just ask them to remember the number. So now here's the 4 of spades. We start turning the cards in tandem. Looking for that 4 of spades. Now, as we go through the deck, they come to the 4 of spades, and boy, they are psychic. They got the prediction 4 of spades right there on the card, and there's the 4 of spades. Like I said, if they picked it here, you just say, oh, the 4 of spades is here. Don't feel bad. You're only up by 1/2 of a deck. Regardless of where they put this prediction, you always have them cut off cards from this left hand. And this way we can reveal the 6 of hearts now. So they made one revelation here. Yes, oh, by the way, you cut off some cards. How many cards did you cut off? They're going to say 6. So let's count down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's funny. It's 6 cards, and that's the 6 of hearts. This 4 of spades may have been influencing you in one way because you could see it. But, on the other side of the card, another card was influencing you a lot, and that's my favorite card, the 6 of hearts. So it's pretty much easy stuff, working a little bit of magic. Great effect, easy to put back together if you're doing strolling magic. You just put your packets on. That's back to 14. That's back to 26. This is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Cards from the 26 card. Put it back in your box. Put the prediction back in there, and you're ready to stroll to your next table. Great effect. Like I said, it was invented by Stuart James. One thing that's going to happen is when you do this, you're going to think to yourself that you should do this with cards that match, like a 4 of clubs and a 4 of hearts or something, or a 4 of clubs and 4 of spades. You don't want to do that because right away it gives the effect and the illusion to the people that it's contrived somehow. Be impossible almost, and it's almost too impossible, so there's a trick there. When you do it with 2 different cards, people can't backtrack it. It really seems that they've seen something that's completely impossible. So enjoy it, have fun, and I look forward to seeing you next month for a new trick. In the meantime, don't forget to sign up for my YouTube channel here and enjoy the rest of your summer. Take care.